Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, hope you are all well and enjoying your life. I welcome you all to the channel of Learn with MW. So viewers, in the previous video we have discussed about tense. We defined tense as tense is basically time plus action. And then viewers, we define time through timeline, that what is, then we discuss what is present time, then we discuss what is past time, then we discuss future time. After that we discuss action through situation, that there are basically four situations. One is indefinite situation, other is perfect situation, other is continuous situation, and the fourth is perfect continuous situation. And then we have discussed in the part 1 that time in action is basically shown by verb, and we have proved that verb is basically a tense. Now the native writer have written in their book, in order to understand tense in a more conceptual way, we must understand the basic fact about verb. As I mentioned in the part 1 of the tense, that there are basically four forms of the verb: verb first form, verb second form, verb third form, and verb fourth form. As I mentioned in the part 1, that verb first form basically show present time, and then we say that verb second form basically shows past time, and then we say verb third form basically shows perfect situation, and then we discuss in part 1 that verb fourth form basically shows continuous situation. So now we will discussing more about tense. Now remember that the non-native writer or the non-native speaker or the non-native teacher call these form the verb first form, verb second form, verb third form, verb fourth form. But remember that the native writer have given name to these form the verb. They call, now we in this video we will discussing about what these verbs are called. So let's begin. Discuss about what the native writer called these form of the verb. They have given them name. Now the native writer says that verb first form is called, they don't call them verb first form, they call is infinite form. Infinite. Remember that these are the name which have been given to them by the native writer or the native speaker. Infinite form, or they also call them base form. And as I mentioned that we will giving in this channel will be giving to you the reference of the native writer or the native speaker. Now so the verb first form is basically called infinite form or base form. Now word second form, the native writer called the word second form is simple past form. Simple past form. So the word second form is basically called simple past form. Now the verb third form is basically called as past participle form. Past participle form. So word first form is basically called infinite form, word second form is basically called simple past form, and the word third form is basically called is the past participle form, and last one, word fourth form is basically called as present participle form. Present participle form. So So look at that. I'm pretty sure you don't have the concept that what the verb first form called, what the second form, and what third form, what fourth form. Now after watching this video, you will have the fully concept that the native writer have given them name. Now this word first form, second form, third form, fourth form. These names are given by the non-native writer or the non-native speaker, but the native writer or the native speaker call them word first form infinite form or the base form. Word second form they call simple past form. Word third form is basically called past participle form, and number four form is called present participle form, and it is also called as that of the continuous form. So now in this video we will discussing in which situation these word first form, second form, third form, and the fourth form of the verb are used. We will discussing that in which situation the word first form, second form, third form, fourth form are used. So now remember that as we mentioned in this video that the word first form is basically called infinite form or base form. So remember that infinite form, infinite form, infinite form is used, remember that, is used, infinite form is basically used in indefinite situation. So word first form, which is basically called as the infinite form or the base form, is used in the indefinite situation. Now the word second form, which is we call is simple past form. Simple past form. Simple past form is used, also used in indefinite situation. Also used in indefinite So now remember that infinite form or base form, which is basically word first form, is used in the indefinite situation, while the word second form, which is basically simple past form, is also used in indefinite situation. So now what is the difference that word first form is also used with indefinite situation and word second form, which is simple past form, also used in indefinite situation? So remember that one point to remember in order to differentiate that whether it's word first form or whether it is second form. So remember that word first form, which is basically infinite form, is used in indefinite situation, but remember that word first form is used as a verb in all of the tenses. It may be used in present, it may be also used in the past, and word first form also used as a verb in future tense. So word first form, which is basically infinite form, is used in indefinite situation. So remember that word first form, this point should be remembered. Word first form is used as a verb in the present. Now remember the time may be present, but the situation may be indefinite. Now the word first form also be used in past time, but the situation may be indefinite situation, and word first form also be used as a in the future time, but the situation will be indefinite situation. But what the difference is, simple past form, which is basically word second form, is also used in the indefinite situation, but the word second form will be used as a verb only in the past time, and the situation may be and will be indefinite situation. So now we have discussed that infinite form is used in indefinite situation and simple first form also used in the indefinite situation, but the difference is that the word first form may be used as and also be used in the present time, past time, future time, but the word second form will be used only in the past time when the situation is indefinite. Now we will discussing that where the word third form and the word fourth form are used. So we will be discussing that where the word third form, word fourth form, and are used. So remember that word third form, which is past participle form. Participle form, past participle form, or third form, which is basically past participle form, is used in perfect situation. And the last one, the word fourth form, which is basically present participle. Basically, present participle form is basically used in continuous situation. So we have discussed that in which situation word first form, word second form, word third form, and word fourth form will be used. The word first form, which is called is the base form, infinite form, is used in indefinite situation. Then we have discussed that the word second form, which is basically simple past form, also used in indefinite situation. And then we discussed that the word third form, which is basically called past participle form, is used in the perfect situation. And then we have discussed that the word fourth form, which is basically present participle form, is used in the continuous situation. In this video we have discussed basic facts of verb in order to understand tense. Now in upcoming videos we will discussing which type of the helping verb or the auxiliary verb are used with this form of the verb, and we will also discussing the correct sequence of the tenses. So share this video with your friends, like and subscribe this channel. Thank you very much.